Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Richie Plunker from the Puppet'em Geek and MMGN.com, and today guys I got to the review of the LifeProof case for the iPhone 5. Now the LifeProof case is a case which protects your phone from dust, dirt, snow, water, and sometimes those nasty drops which sometimes happens. So let's take a closer look at it. So inside the case you get, obviously, the case itself, a nice headphone adapter for using underwater, and you also get an extra little seal here for the headphone jack in case you lose the first one, because it is easy to lose. But thankfully they do have a little clip right here which you can actually attach it to, but for that initial one you may want to keep that in a nice safe place. So initially when you actually take the case out of the box, it has a big caution sign on there saying that you have to water test this. Now even though they are tested at the factory, they recommend that you test it again just in case that the O-ring, which is this green seal right here, may be damaged. You're not too sure. Sometimes you get some factory faults, so it's good to test it. Never use your phone without testing it, because you don't want it to get wet and then get damaged and then be useless then. So we're going to do this right now. So what you want to do is first attach the case together. Now it's pretty easy. You just want to sort of place it in next to the O-ring, and it just sort of snaps in like so. It's pretty easy, and we're just going to do that right now. Make sure it's all snapped correctly, and then it just sort of snaps in like that finally. And one other thing you want to test is also make sure the headphone sort of bottom thing there is nicely screwed in, so obviously no water gets in through there too. So you can just tighten that. Now what you have to do is just sort of place it, just like that in the water, and just put like a cup or something heavy just on there just to place it down. Now that's just supposed to stay there for an hour, and after an hour we're going to come back and check if it's has any leaks or anything like that. Hopefully not. Okay, so it's been about an hour now since the case has been submerged underwater. Now I just took it out not long ago just to take a closer look at it, just to see if there was any water leakage or any buildup of condensation inside the case, and thankfully there was none of that. So what I did was I took the case out, put the phone inside the case, snapped it back together, put it back in the water, and it should mean we should have a waterproof phone, like so. Now as you can see here, the touch sensitive screen is working perfectly fine, and that's because LifeProof has made the actual screen protector on the case flush against the iPhone 5 screen. And that's really good, because like other products out there similar to this, have this sort of bubble of air on top of it, which can cause problems sometimes using it on an everyday basis, because that means you have to hit you have to actually touch hard on the screen, which actually maybe cause damage sometimes. Now, what's really great about this is, like I mentioned, it's for everyday use. Like this case is not just for using it underwater. You can actually use this every day, which means those everyday problems when sometimes, if you happen to drop it at this height, who knows, it may fall from your pocket, it may fall from your bag, it may fall from anywhere off your car. So let's test that right now. Now that hit the floor pretty hard, straight on, and it looks like it took the damage. Now, not saying it's actually going to take, that much damage. Let's hopefully it doesn't happen to you. But, like those moments, like me, it happened to me last week. And, thankfully now I have this case which can prevent those problems. Now, LifeProof does sell accessories for the LifeProof case. Now, as I mentioned before, you get the LifeProof adapter with the actual case, but you do have to buy the, waterproof earphones. LifeProof do sell them, but if you find them elsewhere, you're more than happy to use that. But just to make sure is, when actually using underwater earphones or, waterproof earphones, make sure you do use this adapter, because it does protect the plug, which protects the phone, so you don't get any water damage. It's something you want to check every time you use it. Now, other things LifeProof does sell is a belt buckle or arm strap, and also a bike mount, which can be used on any sort of rod system if you want. So if you want to have it like a rod, like so, when you're going snowboarding or anything like that, you can use that on that also. Now, I don't think they have this for the iPhone 5 yet, but they do sell a GoPro sort of case accessory for the LifeProof case, which you can use GoPro mounts, which is really awesome. So hopefully that comes to the iPhone 5, because that's, I reckon, a really good investment if you do have GoPro mounts. It means you have a second camera if you already own a GoPro. If you don't have a GoPro, you can buy the GoPro accessories and just use your phone. So other things to point out with the LifeProof case is that you can still access your charging cable. So that means you don't have to actually remove the case to actually charge your phone. You can still use it. but you may have to be wary if you're using third-party chargers. It may not fit, it may fit, I'm not too sure, but it obviously works with the Apple Lightning cable. Now also, one thing, it does have a little strap thing over there, so if you want to put that on a strap, you can do that like so. Now what LifeProof have done is actually channel the sound from the iPhone 5 to the back of the case, which makes the phone sound a bit more bassy, which makes the phone sound a lot louder. Now it still works underwater also, so if you're swimming in the pool, you can turn up some music and people can actually hear it. So overall, the LifeProof case may not be for everyone, but I do recommend checking them out because I do think that this case is a great asset to have if you do have an iPhone 5, just because it's so versatile. I mean, if you are the type of person who always drops their phones, and always breaks the screens and everything, maybe get something like this. If you're the type of person who always goes traveling and always, go in pools, you want to take your camera with you, but it's not waterproof, the LifeProof case can do that. Now, combine those things together, you get a really awesome case because you are protecting the phone inside and still keeping the nice slim design. You're not having this bulky sort of, thing carrying around, which you've seen some other companies do. Now, I know that may suit for some people, but for everyday use, this is the perfect case. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have any questions or anything like that about the case, leave your comments down below. If you are new to this video, please subscribe, and hopefully guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.